Hello viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from School Reviews, bringing you a new podcast for myself called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best now not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you've got to watch this episode to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this with everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, the episode starts off in the land of rain. We see Sai and Sasuke meeting up with Sai's team of guineas. So it turns out that Sai's team, so basically, it turns out that Sai's team of guineas was scouting out the area in the land away where the Kara organization had an old base somewhere in a sewage plant somewhere in the land of the hit and rain. So basically that's why Sasuke and Sai and Sai's team was there. So basically, Sai's team was scouting out the area where a old Kara headquarters used to be in this old abandoned sewage plant somewhere in the land of the hit and rain. So basically, after getting the information and the details from his team, Sai told him to go meet up with the Black Ops nearby. You go meet up with the Black Ops nearby, and so Sai team was like, Sai team went up and left them, and Sasuke will take it from here. So basically, Sai dismissed his team and told us to go meet up with the Black Ops unit that was nearby, and that's what Sai team did. So anyway, they went inside the old sewage plant where this possible looking for a secret base of the Kara organization looking to this abandoned base of the Kara organization used to have in this sewage plant. So anyway, when they got to a door, turns out the door was rigged to explode, and somebody rigged a door to explode. Turns out there was the stranger was watching. Turns out there was the stranger watching Sai and Sasuke. So anyway, once Sai and Sasuke got to the door that was ready to explode, the door exploded, and the guy who set the trap was like, thought he got them. But turns out Sai and Sasuke was like, was not eating that, so basically was too fast to post that trick and whatnot. So basically, the bottom off, they noticed that the door was tricked to explode. So anyway, the guy who was watching them, started to attack Sai and Sasuke, but he was not that very strong. So basically, they was able to force him to the ground very easily. So basically, and Sasuke was like, who are you? And told her the guy's name was Gothras. So basically, if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, please forgive me. I believe his name is pronounced Gothras. So basically, Gothras. So basically, the guy introduced himself as Gothras. So anyway, Sasuke. So basically, Sasuke said, "What you doing? What you doing around here? I live around this area." So anyway, they went back to Gothard's place, and Gothard explained during after the war, I was raised by my grandpa after the Great Ninja War and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, you must eat and you must hear, so you guys are must hear about those evil organization guys. So basically, like Sai and Sasuke is like, yeah, the care organization. So anyway, so basically, God has to explain that a while ago, him and his friends was exploring the sewage plant just like you guys, and he started the care organization, a while ago. Yeah, he started him and his friends, started started the care organization, based, followed the care organization guys, until they hitting base in the sewage plant, and his friends got killed as a result of that. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, him. So basically, Gothrak and his friends followed the guys to followed the care organization guys to the hit base in the abandoned sewage plant, and they got spotted, and the care and the organization guys unleashed some poison gas that killed his friends. So anyway. So basically, it took you guys this long to investigate this this organization. It took you this long to try to investigate this group of strange bad guys who killed my friend with poison gas. So anyway, so after Goss explained, basically gave his life story to Sasuke and Sai, he decided to help them find the carrot organization abandoned base at the sewage plant. So anyway, Gotham was helping Sai and Sasuke to find the abandoned base of the carrot organization in the sewage plant. So anyway, Gotham was telling him that you need to be careful in these underground tunnels. There's still some of these tunnels are still filled with poison. So basically, you have to be very careful. So anyway, they got to the location where the organization's old hideout used to be, but they got to the tunnel that leads to the organization's old hideout in the sewage plant, but it's being blocked by a big ass boulder. So basically, Sasuke used his shotgun, used his Chidori to destroy the boulder, and he was able to go into the tunnel inside the old abandoned hideout. So anyway, Gothrak walked into the tunnel, to go find his dead friend's bodies that he left behind due to the poison gas. So anyway, so basically, Gothrak ran ahead of Sasuke and Sai to go find his dead friend's body that got poisoned, by the gas that the Kara organization leased on them and whatnot. So anyway, so basically when Sai and Sasuke got to into a big ass chamber, they noticed that Gothrak was on the floor for some reason. It turns out that Gothrak used use a substitution juice to trick Sai into a big ass trick Sai and Sasuke into a big ass gas chamber and trap them inside this gas chamber. So basically, turns out that Gothras was kind of lying about how his friends died and whatnot. So it turns out it was Gothras who killed his friends in the first place, and turns out that he was working for the Kara organization this whole time. So basically he let the poison kill Sai and Sasuke, and while he left Sai and Sasuke being killed by the poison in this big ass gas chamber located in the tunnel. So anyway, once Gothras got cleared from the chamber, he realized that oh damn, I have to deal with their comrades as well. So basically, by killing them, their comrades might come looking for them. So basically, I have to deal with them next too, and that's when Sasuke and Sai said, no need to deal with our comrades. We're going to deal with you ourselves. So it turns out that Sasuke and Sai were not poisoned by the gas. Turns out they used to, just like Gothras, they used substitution juices as well. They used clones to trick Gothras that they were getting poisoned in that gas chamber. So anyway, Sasuke caught on to Gothras after it turned out that Gothras knew that Gothras was not telling the truth from the get-go and whatnot, and they realized that he was a member of the Kara organization. So basically, Gothras saying that the Kara organization cares about everybody, cares about will change the world and make the world a better place for everybody, not just for Shinobi's and future lords. So basically, Gothras is was telling him that the Kara organization plan is to make the world a better place for everybody. So anyway, and that's when Gothras started to cough up blood. It turns out that the gas mask that he was wearing to protect himself from the poison gas, he tried to use on Sai and Sasuke, didn't work against the gas. So basically, it turns out that the gas mask that he used to protect himself from the poison gas, he tried to use on Sai, tried to kill Sai and Sasuke, didn't attack him. So basically, he was dying from the poison gas because of the faulty gas mask and whatnot. So anyway, Sai and Sasuke say that we can help you, we can save you and whatnot if we can help you, and Gothras said, yeah right, if you do, you're right, you want to get more information about the so basically, Gothras was like, yeah, right. Once you guys say that, you're gonna try to get more information out of me about the Kara organization, and screw that. So basically, Gothras took the kunai in his hand and killed him, and stabbed himself in the throat and killed himself. And that's when the place started to fall apart. So anyway, but no other choice, Sai used his demon beast so Jutsu to fly him and Sasuke out of the tunnels that was being collapsed, and he noticed that he saw a lot of lab equipment while the tunnels were being collapsed. While there was spaces from the tunnels being collapsed in on itself. So anyway, So anyway, after Star and Suffet escaped from the underground tunnels, essentially they realized that that guy was stationed here by the Carrot organization to kill anybody who was looking for their abandoned headquarters in the sewage factory. So basically Sasuke agreed, but still he didn't have to. So basically now we know that the Carrot organization is it does exist, and they're much bigger than and they much more they're much more and there must be a bigger organization than they thought. So basically, when they got back to the hit leaflets and reported to Boruto, like this care organization sounds like a very powerful and big organization. So basically, if they are doing a genetic reputations and shit, using genetic manipulation devices to make perfect people and shit. This could be big trouble for everybody in this peaceful era, in this peaceful era. So basically, Boruto, basically now telling the others of word that this care organization will be a bigger threat than the old Suki clan did. It might be a bigger threat for the world. It might be a big ass threat in the long run. Meanwhile, at an unknown location somewhere, hidden location somewhere, we see the members of the care organization, gathered, having a meeting about how they hit me, how Sasuke was able to find their old hit hideout in the land of the hidden lane and whatnot, and about their opposite who was stationed there and whatnot. So basically, there's it doesn't matter if those listeners we found our hidden hideout in the land of lane. They still don't know our motives. They still don't know our motives and our motives and our grand plan. So basically, the guy who's sitting in the chair seems like who is the leader of the care organization. It doesn't matter if they found their old headquarters. They still doesn't know. They still want to stop them from their grand master plan. So basically, the episode ended with the head of the care organization talking to the other members that this won't stop these won't stop us for completing our grand master plan, and that's how the episode. That's how the episode ended, where all the members of the care organization gathered around, smiling that their plans is still going ahead. They're still going ahead with their grandmaster plan, and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good introduction of. So basically, this was a very good introduction for the care organization. So basically, this episode did a very good job, explaining how powerful this organization is. So basically, and also it does a good job introducing the care organization as well. So anyway, this was a good episode of Boruto. So anyway, like always, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it just okay? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Mr. Michael from Screen Review. Signing off. 1.